Hey guys, day 20. How are you? All right, I'm reporting in that it is before midnight. All right, so I'm thinking that sometimes people think like they should just have all this clarity about what it is that they do want. And oftentimes you will have certainty and clarity about what it is that you do want, okay? And sometimes it's important to know what you don't want, because what you don't not want might bring you clarity to what you do want. So follow me for a section, okay? So love our house. There's nothing about our house that we don't love, okay? We love. So remember, what I didn't want was the drive. What I found was I was spending, you guys, an hour and a half to 3 hours a day driving Augie either to and from school or going to and from yoga, right? So it actually had nothing to do with this house. The drive was causing oh gosh, I wasn't getting my work done, so I'm still living here, right? So then I stay up till 2 a.m. getting my work done, and then I sit for 3 hours, and then my back is sore, and then my booty's sore, right? So it was just causing stuff, right? So I had like a snap line moment, and I was like, Jason, that's it, we're selling our house, and we're moving. And it had nothing to do with the house. I just had to identify what it is that I didn't want. I didn't want the drive, okay? Now, does that mean I knew what I did want? No. Right, now let me go to the mammogram thing, right? So remember lumps, the functional med doctor who I really love first orders ultrasound. I'm like, okay, this is kind of going my way, this is great. Then I go to the OB, right? And then they order ultrasound and mammogram. I'm like, can I just get away with it? So I say, okay, right? I get there. I'm thinking I just get the ultrasound. Can I tell the mammography clinic that I don't want the mammogram? Didn't really go that way, right? So I didn't know exactly what it is that I did want, right? I just knew I did not want a mammogram. So I think sometimes, you guys, it's okay to know intuitively what it is that you don't want, and then seeking and moving and being in action might cause things to unfold that give you clarity or point you in the direction of clarity of what you might want. Okay, so let's go back to the house. Okay. So we were saying things like, okay, we want this size square footage, we want it to be on the water, we want it to be this many bedrooms. We were saying all these things about what it is that we did want in the event that we move. Well, you guys, in the last few weeks when we were offering on that house, it actually met all of those things, right? In the end, and we still were, you guys know that, right? We were still getting this we're not sure kind of feeling. So we didn't have certainty even though we were offering. And finally we go in the last day, we're with our realtor, and she was the one that's like, no, you guys, you can't give up what you guys have for this. She's like, sure, it meets all the check boxes. What it doesn't meet is it's not new, and it's not done, and it's not remodeled. And she's like, it's not your style. And with our current lifestyle, she's like, no, if you're gonna make the move and love it, right? I was like, okay. All right, then you guys, Kelly, who is where I go to yoga, Kelly, the yoga instructor. So I'm talking to her one day, and I was like, oh, Kel, it's a remodel, and it's a remodel. And she's like, Amber, why don't you build? And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to build. I was like, that's a whole project. I don't want to take on building. And she's like, Amber, they have built and remodeled many homes. She's like, building is so much easier than remodeling. I'm like, it is? And you guys, it's like a 5-minute conversation, and she just got me thinking, right? So I knew I didn't want to drive. Okay, you got Kelly saying building is easier than remodeling. Consider it, just consider it. And then you've got Jody saying to me, she's like, oh, you can't give up what you have for this, even though it meets some of the check boxes. It's not like your style. You have to put money into it. You have to remodel. It's going to take 2 years. So you get all I knew was didn't want to drive. Okay, and things just start unfolding. And do we have complete clarity now? No, but we're getting more certain. Okay. Now let's go mammogram. Mammogram is, I don't want the mammogram, right? Doesn't mean I'm being irresponsible, and doesn't mean y'all shouldn't get mammograms. If you guys, you have to be intuitive about your own health, and if you feel that that is what's necessary to do, then y'all need to do that, okay? I was like not feeling that was my first line of defense, and if I had to in the end, I certainly would. I would say, if I'm dying, give me the medication. If I'm gonna make it, I'll stick it out. So no, I don't want the mammogram. I don't exactly know what it is that I do want, you guys, but I know that it'll unfold, okay? If I know what it is that I don't want, and it doesn't mean I wasn't pressured, and it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. You guys, this woman Cheryl from the local hospital system called me incessantly. Finally, I was like, Cheryl, you've got to stop calling me. I was like, I'm sure you're a very kind human being, okay? Take me off your list. I am no longer a patient of your clinic. I do not want to be contacted. Stop calling me. So now, did I know that I wanted a thermogram? No, or what thermography was? No, no clue. I knew essential oils possibly could help. Did I know what essential oils? No, okay. I was seeking out somebody that can help me there. Did I know about black seed oil? Nope, seeking, right? Did I know about celery juice? No, seeking. So in February, I knew about none of these things, okay? What I knew was didn't want the mammogram, okay? And stood my ground, right? And things started to unfold. So I think sometimes people assume that they should just know, right? And this could be any topic, right? I should just know when I meet somebody that they're the love of my life. I'm like, maybe not. Maybe it's just helpful to date a few people, right? And you're like, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. It's okay. It's important to know what you don't want. Last story is when we first started our business, one of my main motivators in making our business work was I didn't want to go back to corporate America. I did not want to sit in a cubicle. I did not want to go back to corporate America. So I didn't exactly know what it is that I did want. What motivated me though to make that business work was not having to go back to corporate America. So you guys, I think it's okay. It doesn't always work out that way, but it feels like if it feels okay to identify what it is that you don't want, okay? Then you got to like seek, Google, I would say GTS, and Google that shit, right? Jason said to me the other day, he's like, I can't GTS this, right? So, GTS it, right? Ask friends and family, and don't ask the people that think you should get a mammogram. And don't ask the people that think you should buy the house, right? And don't ask the people that love the boyfriend you're dating that you're not sure that you should marry. You guys get it. Okay.